Hey Barons, how you doing? Glad to see all of you. Actually, I'm seeing you. You can see me. Coach Van asked me to speak a little about what it means to be a Salesian. Well, first of all, let me tell you, I had the privilege of serving at St. Pete Catholic for 19 years. You have a wonderful school. Keep the spirit going. I hear nothing but good things. So first, let's speak a little bit about St. John Bosco. As many of you know or might know, that he was born in Turin, Italy about 1815. And like many of the youth of today, he came from a single parent family. His father died when he was a young boy. And as a result of this, he had 3 other brothers. And like some families, they didn't always get along. So at an early age, his mother had to send him away so he could go to school. And he had to support himself going to school. So he learned all different trades, to be a tailor, a carpenter, printer, bookbinder, etc. Because he had to pay his way, he had to live, he had to eat, and he had to study. So he went through all of that, and he wanted to be a priest. So he ended up going to the seminary, and as a young priest, he had to do some ministry. And one of his ministries was to the prisons of Turin. And in the prisons at that time, in the Industrial Revolution, they had a lot of young teenagers in the prison. And some of these teenagers had committed capital crimes, and he would escort them to the gallows. Yes, at those times, they hung people. They had capital punishment. And this made a tremendous effect on him. And he wanted to dedicate his life to prevent other young people from ending at this same fate. So he became a priest, and at that time the clergy was held in very high esteem and was elite, and he didn't want that. He wanted to be with the common people. So he would go out to the young boys of Turin, the young people of Turin, and it was an industrial town, and they would come in from the farms looking for work, and at times that they were taken advantage of. And he would bring them, he would educate them, he would watch over them during work to make sure that they were treated fairly. And as a result from that grew into many schools and many works and many apostolates. That's a little background of St. John Bosco. There's much more to say, but we don't have enough time. So that developed into the Salesian family, which consists of Salesians of all different groups in the church. Now, what I'd like to speak about is a little bit of the charism of it. What does it mean? What does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that every Salesian work is a home, is a parish, is a school, and a playground. Faith, family, fun, and future. And that's at St. Pete Catholic. You have that in your own school. It's a home that all of you are always welcome there. It's a parish. You're taught about the faith. You're taught that God loves you and He cares about you. It's a school. You get a wonderful education from your dedicated teachers. And it's a playground. You have fun and all sorts of different activities. All those four things given by different names, but it all means the same thing. A home, a parish, a school, a playground. And that's what the Salesian system is all about, to let you know that God loves you, He cares about you, and He's always with you. Now, I'd like to leave you with these last 3 things. How do you stay friends with God? How do you keep that relationship with God going on through your whole life? Well, I like to use the 3 H's. And it's very simple. The first H is happy. Okay, you always want to be optimistic. You always want to look on the bright side of things. It doesn't mean that you don't have a realistic look, but you always try to be positive. Because even though in the world you might hear a lot of bad news, there are many more good people in the world that do wonderful things, and you can see it all in your own school. Secondly, holy. Holy. What does it mean to be holy? It's not that hard to be holy. You just want to do the right thing at the right time. I want to do the ordinary things well. If it's time for me to have fun, I'm having fun. If it's time for me to study, I'm going to study. Okay? If it's time for me to pray, I pray. To realize that God is always with you, not as a judge, but as a loving Father, one who cares about you and is always going to be there to help you. And last thing, I always want to stay hungry. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm always hungry. I like to eat, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is I always want to strive to do new things. I always want to strive to reach my goals. I always want to have goals. Don't ever sell yourself short. All you people, all you students sitting there have great opportunities in this world, and you're all capable of reaching your dreams. You might get a couple of bumps in the road, but don't give up, because you can get there. You can be what you want to be. You have distinguished alumni of St. Pete Catholic. They do everything, and they do wonderful things. You are part of that family. I had a wonderful tenure of time at St. Pete Catholic. Your teachers really care about you. They're wonderful people. All you guys, I want you to have a wonderful anniversary week. You have a great tradition there. And God bless you and keep it up. And please keep us in your prayers up here in wonderful Echo Bay in New Rochelle. God bless. Coach Van, you're a great man. Keep it up.